Okay, so welcome to week 8, video 5, and I'm starting at slide 25. Okay, so now you did the reading and check for understanding, so you understand what space is, what we mean by space in an organization and how maybe it's allocated. So Durham College, this image is from their website. I've clicked it right here. And they are, they set up a committee to review classrooms and how they'll be designed and what the layout will be. So this is kind of the ideas, the principles that they came up with about what classroom space should look like at Durham College. And you'll see some of it is tied to our strategic plan. So everything you do in an organization should be tied to that strategic plan. Then you kind of got the operational, or how they came about coming up with how they operationalized this, what they specifically did to determine what the learning spaces should look like, and this is what they came up with. So, before going any further, in your opinion, what does the ideal college classroom look like? Okay, so think about all those facilities things on the other slides, what facilities encompasses, so furniture, lighting, signage, all that good stuff, HVAC, and make a checklist or make a picture. So I encourage you to do that. And so that's in your opinion. If you were designing it, what would space look like? What would the space look like? And then I invite you to show and share your picture that you made or your checklist in MS Teams. So we can see the CPA ideal classroom looks like this. All right. But if you did the reading, then you know that's not how it really works. Space is designed with input from various stakeholders in the organization. So at Durham College, that means all of these different things. Okay, so you need to take a look at this document. So it's a policy, Durham College policy about space and how it will be allocated. And I put some other policies up here that you might find interesting. And I want you to read, because this goes through the whole process of how they determine and who is responsible for deciding on space, how decisions are made. And I want you to maybe draw another picture or make another checklist that shows what the classroom looks like based on what the director of space, wouldn't that be a cool job title? I'm the space director. What the classrooms look like based on all of the parameters that they have to address in the various policies and procedures, because it might not look like your ideal classroom. Okay, so what I want you to see is things like space and finance. That'll be next week. Facilities. Even though there's maybe one department in charge of facilities, or there's one department in charge of finance, it really is a negotiation process between all the stakeholders in the organization. So this week, I wanted you to see that space is determined in an organization by these kinds of stakeholders at a college. So at a library, it might be slightly different. But what we're going to be doing next week is we'll be making a budget, and we'll be using Excel to create a budget for the Thorold Public Library, Sheena and the team there. And so we'll talk a little bit about generally accepted accounting principles. So just a refresher, because I think you learned that in ITBU 5200. It's on the curriculum. And then we'll kind of negotiate and create a budget for the Thorold Public Library that maybe represents all of the stakeholders' opinions. So thanks for your patience again this week, and everybody be safe. Take care.